hello again. It is sunny in Cheyenne, Wyoming this afternoon. I had to limp into a resort RV park. Last night I blew another tire, so that's a total of four I think, maybe four. And it's all in the same rim, except for same side. It's over there, and the one in the front, closest to the door to my RV, is the one that wants to blow the most frequently. So I limped into the RV park because I felt safer there, and I hadn't had power for the last 2 nights, sleeping in rest stops, and I kind of wanted to use my CPAP. So I was there at the RV park, and the manager came around. He had a gorgeous long white beard, and he said, "Hey, do you need someone to fix your tire?" And I'm like, "Well, I've got my insurance working on it, but yeah." So he gave me the number to Rick on the Spot Tire, who came out this morning at 7:30. If you know me, you know I'm not an AM people. But he came out and he surveyed the damage, put on a new tire on both my spare, which I had blown, and my tire that I'm using right now. So I got 2 new tires for like $150 that he mounted for me. He inflated all of the tires and sent me on my way. So by the time I made all the phone calls I had to make today, because I was supposed to be at an appointment in Boise this morning, which I missed, and I had to call my insurance company to find out why I wasn't covered the last, for roadside assistance on my RV. And that's what the problem was. My RV is fully insured, which is good. That's what I need. But I don't have roadside assistance on my RV. And that was the communication gap I was having with the non-native English speaker that I was talking to on the phone the other night that I was so frustrated with. Well, 2 nights, but we won't go there. So the lady explained to me very clearly that yes, you have full coverage. You are, if your RV is fully covered and the contents are covered. I'm like, okay, awesome, terrific, wonderful, thank you. Can I get roadside assistance on my RV? And she said, well, let me call you back. And she did. And she's like, no, Good Sam. I'm like, okay. So I contacted Good Sam and joined them, which is fine. I had thought about doing that anyway, but if they're the only ones that can come do roadside assistance and change my tire and do all the other things that roadside assistance does, then that's money well spent, I think. So I did all that, and then I had lunch because I made rice and I think my protein was chicken, but I'm not sure. Chicken and rice casserole thing that I make, and had that for dinner last night and had some of the leftovers today for lunch at 11 o'clock. And then I was like, I'm tired. So I laid down and I took a nap. Probably should not have done that, but I feel better for it. Even though, okay, this is weird. I dreamt that the lead singer from Maroon 5, he and I were like at a basketball game together and whatever. And he said, how can I repay you for whatever happened in the dream? I don't remember. I got him popcorn or something. I don't know. And I said, just remember my name. He looked me square in the eye and he said, your name is Michelle. And I'm like, oh my God, Maroon 5 knows who I am. I don't even know his name. Adam? I think it's Adam. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so I get up and there's an advisory on my phone for upcoming weather sometime tomorrow, because I was going to stay at the park another night because it's, it's late afternoon and I don't want to drive at night, blah, blah, blah. But the weather advisory came on and said that they're going to have really bad wind in Cheyenne tomorrow. And I'm like, I don't want to deal with that. So I loaded up everything and put everything away and got ready to leave and realized I left my slider out again. So I loaded back in, got the slider put in, went over and dumped my tanks because it's weighs less if the tanks are gone, right? So I emptied my tanks, and the maintenance guy came by and he said, "So you're pulling out?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, you didn't leave this morning, so we weren't sure. And you only paid for one night." I'm like, yeah, I debated it, but you know, with that wedding advisory, I can't afford to stay here 3 nights. I just don't have that kind of money. And he's like, "Okay." So I did that, and then I went over and I got petrol, and I'm heading to Rock Springs. I should be there 3 or 4 hours. The guy did tell me, the tire guy, by the way, did I say shout out to Rick at On The Spot Tires? He was so kind and so helpful. He told me I probably do not have a bent axle, because if I did, the tires on both sides would be wonky. And I said, "Okay, so what's the deal?" And he goes, "Just bad luck." I'm like, "Huh." Thanks. And so I asked him, I was like, "What are my tires rated speed-wise?" And he's like, 70. Oh, there's horses out there in that field. Hi, horsies. So I'm trying to figure out 70, and of course Wyoming, there's a lot of this, and so I'm trying to keep my gas controlled, because it's right now at this very minute I'm at 7 miles per gallon, and I've gone 13 miles. So, but a lot of it's been uphill, and I can tell when my engine revs, you know, the RPMs go up. I'm not using the best gas mileage. So I'm trying to figure out where between 65 and 75 is going to keep my RPMs slower and keep me safer on the road. Okay, so I think you're caught up. I think I canceled all my appointments for tomorrow. I got the one rescheduled. I think I'm good. So here we go, riding off into the sunset, which is always a great thing, right? See, can you hear the RPMs? It's because I'm going up a hill. All right, well, you guys hang in there, and I will catch you on the flip side. You guys are kind to each other, would you? We need more niceness.